legacy of the late Bob Dole. And new travel rules designed to battle the spread of the Omicron variant start today. Also, we meet a TikTok trucker who's challenging stereotypes about the trucking industry.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The 4 states and the nation is mourning the loss of a veteran and former U.S. Senator from Kansas. This is KOAM News at Noon. I'm Tanya Bach. Topping our first 7 minutes, former Senator Bob Dole died on Sunday at age 98. Born and raised in Russell, Kansas, he's remembered for a life of service to his country, first on the battlefields of World War II, and then for his leadership in Congress. President Biden called him a statesman like few in our history. Major Garrett shares his story.
I accept your nomination to lead our party once again to the presidency of the United States.
Bob Dole was the last presidential candidate who served in World War II. And in the '96 campaign, he said America needed more of the greatest generation's grit and values.
And I know because I was there, and I have seen it, and I remember.
But it didn't work. Baby boomer President Bill Clinton painted Dole as a fixture of the past and easily won a second term. Growing up in Russell, Kansas, Dole was a star athlete in high school and joined the Army as a college freshman. He suffered grievous wounds in Italy that would cost him the use of one arm. Neighbors raised money to pay for several surgeries and later sent him to Congress.
When I needed help, the people of Russell helped. And I think
Gerald Ford put Dole on the ticket in 1976. In the vice presidential debate, Dole blamed Democrats for wars on their watch.
If we added up the killed and wounded in Democrat wars in this century...
The backlash hurt Dole and Ford, who would eventually lose to Jimmy Carter. Dole spent 27 years in the Senate, quitting his post as majority leader in an all-out bid to defeat Clinton.
my time to leave this office has come, and I will seek the presidency with nothing to fall back on but the judgment of the people, and nowhere to go but the White House or home.
With that defeat, Dole became the only person to lose as a presidential and vice presidential nominee.
Thank you so much.
6 years later, his wife Elizabeth was elected to the Senate, and he became an unlikely TV pitchman for soft drinks with Britney Spears.
Easy boy.
Courage.
And even Viagra.
Like erectile dysfunction.
When Donald Trump secured the nomination in 2016, Dole became the only living GOP nominee to endorse him.
Donald Trump can win.
Dole was a Farm Belt fiscal conservative. Party loyalty came easy. Culture war rhetoric did not. He wielded power quietly and, over the years, with humor and humility, qualities of what feels like a bygone era of national politics. Major Garrett, CBS News, Washington.
Kansas Governor Laura Kelly is ordering all flags lowered to half-staff in honor of Senator Dole, beginning today through sunset on December 9th. The Parsons, Kansas Police Department offers a reward to find whoever brutally killed a police officer's dog. The 3-month-old dog named Ranger was found Friday afternoon, dead in his owner's backyard. Police say the dog was decapitated. The department is offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to the capture of whomever killed Ranger. In a statement, Parsons Police Chief Robert Spink says, quote, "This is disgusting enough that it was done to an animal in our community. But when you add in that this appears to be targeted attack on the home and personal property of a police officer, this makes it nothing more than a hate crime." Well, switching gears, it definitely feels like winter has arrived in the 4 states. Meteorologist Nick Kelly is in for Michael today with a first look at the forecast.
That's a little unfair too, Tanya, because we had, I think, like record highs right before we got the weekend underway,
right?
And we were still seeing 60s and 70s over the past few days. Mother Nature really shook us back into reality once a cold front passed on through late last night and certainly early this morning. It may look nice, sure, mostly sunny skies from 7th and Range Line, nothing on the radar, but as the front passed on through, it pushed any developing rain and storms along the south and east of I-44 away from the region, and even behind that, colder air with a little extra moisture trying to produce a few snow flurries in some of our northern counties as we got the morning started. In general, though, we are all dry for the rest of the day, but the big weather story here is that northerly wind locked in and keeping us a good deal colder compared to the lower 70s that we saw the other day. But as advertised, we're sitting in the upper 30s right now. To give you an idea, these are numbers running 25 to 30 degrees colder than where we were at noon yesterday. So that is a big switch. And not to mention, you throw in the wind, it feels like the upper 20s to lower 30s. So definitely not a mild day, definitely a bundle up day still. Even with temperatures trying to push near 42 degrees, at least we're going to keep things dry for the rest of the day. Thankfully, more cloud cover on the way for tonight. These temperatures won't take much of a tumble, but it's still going to be cold with overnight lows near 28. We'll see if we can get that thermometer back up there with the extended forecast a little later on, Tanya.
All right. I would like to see it get back up there. It's too cold for me.
I think you might like Friday. Let's put it that way.
I'll take it. All right. Thanks, Nick. Well, beginning today, travelers coming to the U.S. will need to show a negative COVID test taken within 24 hours of their travel, regardless of their vaccination status. The move is in response to the new Omicron variant of the coronavirus. This comes as early data suggest Omicron may not cause severe illness, but it does appear to spread much more rapidly than the Delta variant. Health officials also say they believe getting a COVID vaccine booster may provide protection against Omicron. And in New York City, the mayor announced new rules requiring all businesses mandate their employees get the vaccine. There are new questions about what happened in the hours before last week's deadly shooting at a high school in Oxford, Michigan. James and Jennifer Crumbly, the parents of the accused shooter, are in custody now after law enforcement tracked them down in Detroit. They've been charged with 4 counts each of involuntary manslaughter for allegedly allowing their son Ethan access to the gun that he's accused of using to kill 4 fellow students. An Ohio-based religious group says 3 more hostages have been released by a violent gang in Haiti. According to Christian Aid Ministries, the 3 hostages were released Sunday and appear safe and in good spirits. 2 other hostages were released last month, while 12 still remain captive. Back in October, 12 adults and 5 children were abducted by a gang which threatened to kill them unless their demands were met. That's a look at today's top stories and weather in our first 7 minutes. Up next on KOAM News at noon, we meet a social media influencer who's trying to show what life is like on 5 axles and 18 wheels. And later, we're making not fried chicken cheese balls in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. A truck driver shortage is making supply chain issues worse and making it harder for people to get the goods and Christmas presents they want. The trucking industry has been dominated by men for a century. Now it's seen more women get behind the wheel. And as Errol Barnett reports, that includes a social media star who's helping change the face of trucking.
What's up, everybody?
She is outgoing,
Life is what you make out of it.
outspoken,
If your spouse ever got on your nerves so bad you wonder why they still there,
and out on the roads, sharing what she knows about trucking.
I provide you with different places that's hiring, job searches, and ways you can save money on fuel.
Clarissa Rankin of Charlotte, North Carolina, is a wife and mother of 2 who is sharing all aspects of life as one of the relatively few women truck drivers.
Why did I become a truck driver?
Amassing more than 1.5 million followers on TikTok, she's one of the most popular truckers on the platform. It is a journey, Rankin says, stemming from necessity.
I went to school for my bachelor's in criminal justice, and I was over $50,000 in debt, and I couldn't find a job in my career.
How has trucking transformed your income?
My first year, I came out making $50,000. Now I'm well over $150,000, and that's just one truck, and that's not counting none of my social media.
Which, with endorsements, can help her earn up to $12,000 additional dollars a month. Rankin was inspired by her husband Joey, who obtained his commercial driver's license 8 years ago and quickly found work. But when she got her CDL, some employers were blunt.
He said, I would never hire you as my truck driver. He said, I will hire you as my assistant, though. I had 6 interviews, and they all turned me down. A woman actually was the one that gave me my first CDL job, and she believed in me.
That belief now central to Rankin's online messaging, encouraging everyone, especially women, to consider this as a career.
Right now, women only make up 9% of the trucking industry. I want to make it and bring it up to at least 40%.
Michelle Locke obtained her trucker's license after being inspired by Rankin.
I do recall on one of her first videos, she was counting money. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, if she can do it, I can do it.
Returning home at the end of the day is Rankin's top priority.
We sit at the dinner table together. We are a family. Y'all are why I do this.
One woman making major moves on the road with her family and followers along for the ride. Errol Barnett, CBS News, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Still to come on the KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
Looking for a holiday gift for that person who has everything? Here's an idea that you might want to consider.
But first, meteorologist Nick Kelly returns with your complete forecast.
What your family really wants this holiday season won't fit under the tree. Give them true comfort with a new heating and air system from Pascal during our Seasons of Savings event. Take advantage of 0% interest for 60 months or payments as low as $79.
Here at Royal Home Improvement, I love hearing from our customers before they get new windows. We had one customer say, I had to just get mad to get that window open. Well, don't get mad. You'll be happy when you call Royal and install the Thermo King windows made in our own factory. Eliminate retail markup. Buy direct from Royal Home Improvement. We have over 26,000 satisfied customers. Let's listen to one now.
The comfort within the house and the better looking windows. The ease of cleaning them, it's just night and day.
Hey, give us a call right now. We'd love to come out and give you a free estimate here at Royal Home Improvement. Take advantage of the annual half-off sale. Receive 50% off labor on a house full of new windows. 100% financing, low monthly payments, 50% off upgrades, and if you call now, $25 restaurant gift card with your in-home estimate. Check us out at royalwindows.com. Call today.
They claim their dad molested them until...
Your brother shot your father. Tell me what happened that night.
The last thing I remember was raising the gun.
Weekdays at 3 on KOAM TV.
Johnson, Voorhees, Martucci. We do.
Carthage Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
What your family really wants this holiday season won't fit under the tree. Give them true comfort with a new heating and air system from Pascal during our Seasons of Savings event. Take advantage of 0% interest for 60 months or payments as low as $79.
IndigoSkyCasino.com for all details.
We certainly had a big shift in our weather compared to yesterday's highs. In fact, let's break down the numbers. We pushed into the lower 70s for Sunday afternoon. Not record-breaking, but numbers we usually don't see for early December. But as the cold front, as advertised, plowed on through, we had midnight highs around 48 degrees. You can see how we dropped back to 34 at 6 a.m. We actually dropped back, I think, so far at 32 degrees, the coldest we've been so far at Joplin Regional today. And this is the main culprit, at least one of the main culprits for that big drop in temperatures. This upper level wave working over Lake Michigan, really forcing the jet stream back to the south. That definitely puts us back on the colder side of the jet stream, and definitely at the surface. Easy to see why we are much colder today. The cold front, the same cold front that spawned some showers and storms along and southeast of Interstate 44. It's well to the southeast of us now, and it's all about high pressure and control. While it's keeping us dry for today, that keeps that northerly breeze locked in, and it just continues to make sure that we stay much colder compared to yesterday. Again, a close-up view of the Skywatch storm tracker showed that line of showers and thunderstorms that fired up along and just ahead of that passing front. And even when the front passed on through, we had maybe a couple stray snow flurries trying to reach the ground in some of our northern communities this morning. But with so much drier air rolling in, we will be lucky to see if any of those flakes made it down to the ground. So I haven't seen on a snow day, again, considering how it looks nice from 7th and Rangeline right now, but boy, it's so much colder compared to yesterday. 39 in Joplin with a north wind at 12. No wonder it feels like 32 degrees outside. Most of us right now are sitting in the upper 30s, so we are on track with temperatures as advertised. At least we're doing a little bit better compared to the lower 30s that we saw this morning. Again, most spots in the upper 30s. But these are numbers running 25 to 30 degrees colder from where we were yesterday at the noon hour. And to add insult to injury, it does feel like the upper 20s to lower 30s with that north breeze staying in place. At least we'll make it up to 42 this afternoon with skies bouncing back and forth between partly to mostly sunny. Thankfully, with more cloud cover on the way tonight, we won't turn too cold or see temperatures drop off too much, but we will drop off to 28 degrees as we go into the nighttime ahead of us. So again, just partly to mostly sunny skies throughout the day. Doesn't change the fact that, again, we'll only top out in the lower 40s this afternoon. Then here comes the cloud cover again as we go into late tonight into Tuesday morning. That is ahead of actually another quick little wave that wants to pass on through, and it may want to try to bring a few showers our way during the afternoon. Despite that, that southeasterly breeze returning will push us back into the mid-40s for the afternoon. But still, this is a quick wave, even though it's weak, that I want to keep an eye on because, again, if it can get enough moisture, we may have to watch for a few showers, certainly tomorrow afternoon, and maybe a couple of showers mixing in with a few snowflakes as we go into Tuesday night. Thankfully, we're quiet Wednesday. And look at Thursday. The jet stream lifts back to the north. That pushes us back into the 60s on Thursday, 70s on Friday. Then the weekend system we want to watch wants to skirt us with some rain chances, maybe if moisture's still around as we drop into the 30s Saturday morning, maybe mixing in with a little bit of snow. But you can see how we go to 71 on Friday, and then we drop back into the 40s again by the time Saturday rolls around. So we are on the upward swing once again with temperatures, Tanya. We'll go 42 today, 44 Tuesday, mid-50s Wednesday, 64 Thursday, and then 71 on Friday. I told you might like Friday, but hopefully 71 is a good number that suits you.
Yeah, that's going to be a big drop on Friday night, though, going back down to the 30s for overnight. So.
I know Friday to Saturday is just going to be a repeat of yesterday and today all over again. But again, anytime we can get 70s in December, we better enjoy it because those are not easy to come by.
We can make it through a few days. Light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Nick. We take this time to honor today's four-state hero, Senior Chief Mark Barish in the U.S. Navy. The soldier from Grafton, North Dakota, joined the military in 2003, stationed in the Persian Gulf, earning a number of honors, including 7 Navy Achievement Medals, the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal, and 2 Navy Commendation Medals. To Senior Chief Mark Barish, we thank you, our four-state hero. Hosting a party? How about adding a treat that combines the delicious trio of chicken, cheese, and bacon? Howard shows us how to make his not fried chicken cheese balls in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Every year around the holidays, there are always a few kitchen appliances that make it on everyone's wish list. This year, one that's hugely popular is the air fryer. For those of you who aren't familiar with an air fryer, think of it as a compact tabletop oven with a fan that circulates hot air around the food. It's similar to a convection oven as it cooks about 25% faster than a conventional oven. And since the air circulates around the food, everything cooks evenly. When it comes to shopping for an air fryer, there are a few things to consider. First, what size should you get? The smaller ones are good for college students or couples, while the larger ones are big enough to roast a good-sized chicken, which makes them family-friendly. Next, should you get one with all sorts of bells and whistles, like preset controls and digital timers? Or will a basic control panel do the trick? Whichever model you choose, you're gonna want a few good recipes to try in it. So how about starting with our not fried chicken cheese balls? We've tested these in lots of different models and boy, are they good. To get the recipe, simply visit our website. And yes, we also have the directions on how to cook these in your regular oven too. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a tasty gift-giving way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website at koamnewsnow.com. Here's a look at our four-state market prices.
Okay, we are staying dry for the rest of the day, but nowhere near the 70s that we saw the other day. 42 this afternoon. We say in the mid-40s Tuesday with maybe a couple of showers or flurries late on Tuesday. 50s Wednesday, 60s Thursday, quick jump to 71 on Friday before we head back into the 40s on Saturday. So this roller coaster ride will continue.
All right, what do we have coming up tonight at 5?
Well, at 5, a new survey shows some of the most vulnerable people to severe flu illness are not protecting themselves. And Health Watch, why doctors say the flu vaccine is especially important for people with chronic health conditions. Plus, we're going to look at recent reporting COVID case numbers after the Thanksgiving holiday, and energy grants for some Southeast Kansas cities to improve infrastructure to provide more power. Hope you join us for those stories. A lot more, of course. It's coming up on KOAM News at 5.
All right, thank you, Dal. Thanks for joining us for KOAM News at Noon. We'll see you right back here at 5 o'clock.